Come on a journey with me, Brie Lawrenson, where we talk about the stories behind the scenes in the music industry. Grab a drink or four. This is your front row ticket in to the distillery with me, Brie. We gave away a Yeti cooler in October, $1,000 in December, and because of the Patreon family, Brie Lawrenson Patreon family, we were able to donate $500 to the Children's Hospital here in Ottawa. Thank you to my Patreon family. Join the fun. Check it out. Brie Lawrenson on Patreon. We do giveaways all the time. And with 68 new members, we would love to keep growing. Check us out. Brie Lawrenson on Patreon.
Welcome to another episode of The Distillery with Brie. I am Addict T, joined as always with...
The beautiful, bold
and the beautiful...
boss, Brianne, Brie Lawrenson.
What was that show? The Bold and
the Bold and the Beautiful.
I'm going to apologize in advance for my voice. I'm still just getting over a cold.
Yeah, your poor voice.
I know. I've been sick for like 4 days. What's
Poor
going
thing.
on?
Well... The new song, the new single is released to the world officially.
Yeah, amazing. I think we talked about it in the last podcast.
Yeah, and we were getting ready for that and promoting it and putting it out there for the patrons first, and then making sure we dropped it to the rest of the world. Now it has all kinds of streams, thousands of streams. Sorry, I just turned it off by accident.
Oh, okay. I was like, that sounded weird.
Thousands of streams, thousands of monthly listeners, and it's called Freeloader, and you can get it on TikTok. You can get it on all the digital streaming services.
Of TikTok, so we have a friend, which we're actually going to call in here in a minute.
Yeah.
Dwayne Jacobs. We've talked about him before from Jacobs Transport. Big supporter of the show and of Brie.
Yes.
He recently did a video and it hit 1 million.
I know.
Views. Yeah, 1 million
Okay.
views. So what does that mean exactly for your song? Because your song was the background of it as well.
Yes, because he always uses my music in his videos.
Which is amazing.
And mainly his posts are about me even.
Yeah.
You know, it's not like he's doing anything else except for his job, which he's a truck driver. And he's promoting me in all of his TikTok. So then one day he sent me a picture. And it was a picture of one of his videos, one of his TikTok profiles, one of his videos, and it said 1 million views.
Crazy.
And I was like, what? At first it said 100,000 views. And I was like,
I remember
what?
when it hit 100,000 initially, yeah. And then a lot of his videos did.
Yeah, and then all of a sudden, a bunch of his others video, and he's like, I don't know what to do. I'm like, well, that's amazing. First of all, just keep doing what you're doing. People love watching real people working hard, right?
Yeah.
And he's a truck driver. He goes like every day in his truck and nights, and he drives across the states, and he's putting my face on all of the. On all of his trucks.
I think he's like 400 plus. We're gonna. Do you want to call him right now?
Sure, we can call him.
Let's give him a shout.
Yay, Dwayne from Dwayne's Transport. No, it's Jacobs Transport.
Jacobs Transport. Yeah.
Dwayne from Jacobs Transport.
So what does that mean for your song? Does that
mean your song's
that 1 million times, or
it means that it was viewed 1 million times, and so over 1 million now. And then all of his other videos. So, that he played my songs in. And this is just something that we didn't think would happen.
Yeah.
I mean...
it's amazing, though. It really is.
What we knew would happen was my little bumper sticker with my face on it would go on all of his trucks.
Yeah.
And they would go across 24/7. And, if people manage to catch it, then they go to my website. If not, then whatever, right? Because it's still out there.
It's 400 plus. Like you're getting clicks.
400 plus trucks.
400 plus trucks. Sorry.
I have
you're getting hits from your website from all over.
So now, too, right? Since the 1 million views, for sure, my website's getting hits from all over the place.
All right, I'm gonna call him in.
Okay.
So we got Dwayne coming in here. Dwayne Jacobs from Jacob Transport, big supporter of the show. We're gonna try to get this clip on Patreon. We're not gonna be able to do it live, but we'll definitely try to give it on there.
Hello.
Dwayne!
Dwayne, how are you, man?
Hey, girl. How
Hey.
you doing?
I'm good. How are you?
I'm doing wonderful. Doing wonderful.
Buddy, it's so nice to. Is
Hi,
that Melinda back there?
Love you guys. Thanks for being on the pod.
Can you hear us? Okay.
Yes, I hear you. I'm sorry. I didn't hear what she said, though.
I said thank you for being on the podcast.
Oh, I am very happy to be on the podcast.
Yeah.
Anything I can do to help you,
Aw.
you know I'm going to be there.
You're the best.
He's such an amazing person.
The
Well,
world needs more Dwaynes.
We were just talking about your video that hit 1 million likes. Is that something you thought could happen?
1 million views.
Or 1 million views,
Yeah.
excuse me.
No.
Is that something you thought
I mean,
was
I
going to
got-
happen? It's crazy. Tell us about it.
No. I tell you, since I've been doing the TikTok videos, sharing Bree's music, usually 300 to 500, 600 is the most.
Yeah.
And then I got two that's got over 11,000 likes, and I got three, I think, over 100,000. And I was like hysterical about that. I couldn't
Yeah.
believe it. And then I wake up one morning and I looked at my TikTok. It had 1 million views. I was like, oh my God, it's got to be a mistake.
Let me check that stat again. Yeah, it's got to be a mistake. That's amazing.
It is amazing. And I tell you, I wish, my goal now is to try to get more.
Right.
I mean, when I do my videos, advertising for you and advertising me picking up a trailer, putting your face on it, I
Yeah.
want everybody to know. That's my goal, is to get the word out.
We love you.
Yeah,
man.
you're
Love you.
wonderful. You're my angel in disguise.
Speaking of those, so how many do you have on officially now? We know it's 400 plus, but what's the number
Of the trucks.
of the trucks?
412.
400.
Wow.
now.
So this man has put
Yeah.
412 bumper stickers on trucks he's dropped off all across the U.S., correct?
Yes, correct. I've been all over the United
Amazing, man.
States.
Jacob
Amazing.
Transport.
Jacob's Transport. Check them
Yeah.
out. That's amazing.
Yes.
That's amazing.
Well, make sure you follow Dwayne on TikTok if you're not already following
Yeah,
him.
what's your handle, Dwayne?
Yes, y'all follow me and share.
Yes,
my
share,
videos.
share.
For
That's-
sure.
I mean,
100%.
all my videos, 99% of them is trying to support Bree's music.
Exactly.
And the more we,
You're
the more
amazing,
we
man.
share and get it out there, the more she's going to grow.
Aw,
We love
thank
you,
you
man.
so. See, and you know what? So this is just like evidence of the amazing power of social media and TikTok, because
100%.
I never met Dwayne before,
Yeah.
like in real life. Or Melinda, I've never met them, but I feel like they're my family.
Yeah, for
and
sure.
and I don't
We're
know.
all family.
Yeah, and I feel like if there was no such thing as social media, maybe the world would have made us meet another way.
Yeah,
Because
yeah.
I feel like the connection is very strong. Like maybe we just known each other in other lifetimes too, and we because of social media we found each other
Which
again.
is amazing, man. Which is amazing.
That's right. That's
what,
right.
What
Yeah.
you're doing out there, Dwayne, thank you for everything that you do, man. And I saw this crazy thing. I wanted to message you about it the other day, but I didn't get a chance to. There was one TikTok video, and you were driving a truck through beautiful sunshine, beautiful day, and then like the next day you were driving through this
Like
blizzard, man.
snow,
You're a
yeah.
machine, you know?
Hey.
It's crazy.
It happens to me every day.
Wow.
Me and Zeus got into some ice and snow on the way to
Oh.
Bromwood, Iowa, on our last trip, and I mean it was pretty thick. Zeus jumped out of the truck to go potty, and he disappeared.
Okay, so that's what happened. He
Yeah,
lost
no,
his.
no, that ain't what happened to him.
Oh,
for
okay.
Passing, but he disappeared in the snow because the snow was so deep.
Aw,
And
he
hopped
was.
out. He hopped like a bunny.
Aw, he's like, what
4 or
is
5
happening?
times.
That's hilarious.
Yeah.
He must have.
He loves snow though.
Oh, that's so sweet. So, we love you and Melinda so much, and our condolences because little Zeus is gone now at the Rainbow Bridge. And it makes us all very sad to lose a loved one and a family member.
Yeah, they become your family. 100%.
Yes, they do.
He has. Y'all just don't know how special he was to us.
Right.
He sensed when Melinda was having seizures. You know, she's epilepsy, and he would let her know before she had a seizure. And he would make sure she was sitting down or laying down.
Oh, see,
that's amazing.
Isn't that amazing how smart they are?
Yeah, animals, man. Animals are a lot smarter than we know.
Yes. And he was so smart. I mean, guys, I wish I could have met him. He was so smart.
Aw.
And we lost a big part of our heart when he passed.
Yeah. I can't even. I mean, I've lost pets before. It's very. It's heartbreaking. It's grief.
Hey, I was on my way. I was in Memphis, Tennessee when it happened. I drove 38 hours straight with 2 hours of sleep to bring him home to give him a barrel with our family.
Yeah,
and
at
we
home.
have family cemetery, and he was buried there.
Oh,
That's
wow.
amazing.
Well,
amazing.
that's
Our
great.
condolences goes out to you guys.
You gave him a great place to rest, and he'll be with you.
Great life. That's it.
Yeah.
That's it. Dwayne, I wanted to thank you for everything that you're doing for Bree, and that
Yes.
you're just an amazing man, and we really just wanted to bring you on this podcast just to show the world that there's just
And
such
not only
amazing
does
people out there.
Dwayne do that, all of that, he is a subscriber, a Patreon
Yeah,
member,
Yes,
and
You
so
won the
is
Yeti
Melinda.
Cooler. You guys won the Yeti cooler.
Yeah. He's
Yeah.
like, Dwayne said the other day on the TikTok live, he's like, I pay her light bill.
That's right. That's right. Thank you for that.
So
We get to eat tonight because of you.
Yes. Thank you for putting food on my table and Addict's table
That's
and
right,
Zane's
man.
table. We love you so much.
Right. Before we let you go, though, I
We
think you
love
said you
y'all.
have a couple questions for us, right?
Yes, I did. I got one for both of you. I'm
Okay.
going
Nice.
to say them both, and then I'll get off and let y'all answer them.
Okay.
Okay, perfect.
Yes, Bree, I would like to know how much has your music grown from now until before the pandemic hit?
Oh,
And
okay.
I'd
Yeah.
like to know how much has your life changed since the pandemic to now with Bree's music and her fame that's getting bigger and bigger.
Yes. Oh, that's
These are
great.
awesome questions. We're going to answer those, man. So, Dwayne, we're going to let you go. Make sure, guys, to tune in to check out Dwayne on the podcast. We love you guys. Thank you so much for coming on.
We love you.
I love y'all.
Bye, guys. Love
Have a
you.
good night. Bye-bye.
Bye.
Bye.
That was awesome.
Oh my God,
That
I
was
just
really
get
cool.
chills when I talk to them. Aww.
I love them.
Wow.
Okay, so he did ask us a couple questions. So to the Patreons who might see the video and check out the audio clip after of our conversation with
Yes.
Dwayne because we weren't able to get it on camera.
We're still working out that.
Yeah. Did you want to go through the questions? Because we're about to
Yeah.
answer them, so we wanted just to kind of reiterate the questions.
Yeah, so the question that Dwayne had for me was how do I think and how has my music grown since the pandemic and since TikTok and all that. So, I mean, that's 3 or 4 years now, right? How far was the pandemic? Of 4 years ago. But yeah, like that's when everyone's kind of life just stopped. Yeah.
And it was the same thing with, he asked me kind of the same question. How has my life changed since all of this as
That's
well?
right.
So you go first, and then I'll hit it up. 'Cause these
Yeah,
are- these
I
are-
mean,
these are
my
good
answer
questions.
is long and extensive because it's just flipped my world upside down.
You
Is
guys
what
are driving comfortably out
what
there about
happened.
That story.
I could tell you. I'll tell you. I'll just go on and on about it because the thing is that I'm a working musician, or at least I was. But my workspace is different now since the pandemic.
Yeah,
okay, so I was always playing, performing at festivals, shows, like like real different venues and places and live. And when all that stopped, the theaters, the bars, like everything stopped, I went to TikTok. And that's when TikTok was like blowing up, because I feel like everyone kind of did the same thing.
Yeah.
And also, it was just really weird because I had taken on, I took on an office job, and I worked with in an accountant firm. And so basically what happened was you stopped working, and I went out and worked
Somebody had to bring
essential,
home the bacon, man. Somebody had to bring home the bacon.
Well, you were still getting paid.
I was getting. I was working from home. It's not that I was at a job. I was working from home.
But you know, working from home is like you do this and then you watch an hour of Friends and then you do that.
Okay, well, let's not talk about that.
But anyway, well, everyone's the same. Everyone is in the same boat when they work from home.
The work from home thing, it was I did my work throughout the span of the entire day.
Yeah.
So from the time my eyes woke up to the time I went to bed, my computer was basically on.
And you know what?
Answering emails all the time.
People say that they get more work done when they're at home anyway, because they have the freedom to.
Yeah. Working at the office for me is people going into my office every 25 minutes.
Yeah, so you're getting distracted. Yeah. You're like, anyways, I can't get anything done, blah, blah, blah. So yeah, I basically went to work. I stopped playing, obviously, because I couldn't. Some of the gigs were canceled outright, and even 3 years later they rebooked them, and it was so crazy. Yeah, and then I had to basically at night time I'd come home exhausted, but I still needed to sing, and I still needed to keep up, you know, my passion and my art, what I wake up for every day. It's just make music. So I started going live on TikTok, and after the first year, probably there was maybe one person that would always stay and watch me for the whole time, and aside from you and my mom and Dave. So the TikTok live took a little bit for me to get going, but I was very consistent. And then the biggest thing for me was when I met one of my very besties on TikTok, Dang Sissy, and she it's like she streams live all the time, and she was always like, you know, live, and that's kind of when her account blew up, was during the pandemic. And literally that's how I know Dwayne, is through Dang Sissy. So, and Stephanie is an amazing friend and supporter of mine. Oh, like insane. She came here for the Shania Twain show.
Yeah, it's amazing. Shout out to Stephanie.
Yeah, and so getting to know her and her family and like her TikTok family, we call each other family because we're with each other every day online. Even if we aren't actually physically together. So she got so invested in what I do. Because she loves music. She loves music, and especially if it's new music, like, you know, something that she hasn't heard. So she starts playing my music during her lives. And then all of a sudden, so this happened for months and months, and then all of a sudden I'm in another person's live. One of my other favorite creators on TikTok, Miss Dutchie. Okay, I literally just picture this is a beautiful summer day, and I'm sitting in my swing chair in the backyard outside, and I'm just zenning, like watching Miss Dutchie make those cups. Like
her glory.
They are freaking. I love watching this Dutchie, and so I'm just totally zenning and vibing. And then all of a sudden, I'm reading the chat. Somebody says, "Oh my God, Brie Larson just came in the room. Please play her music." I didn't know this person. Wow. I was like, there's, by the way, by the way, there was like 1,000 people in that room that day online, and my heart starts racing. And Miss Dutchie, if you know her, just like Stephanie, she is so down to earth. She's like, yeah, okay, well, let's play this artist. She didn't know who I was, but somebody on her feed asked to play my song, Only the Whiskey. And she did, and she was like, oh man, I love this stuff. Oh, and then she played the whole album, my whole Spotify channel. She played every single night after that.
That's awesome.
Because she's live every night at 8.
Yeah.
Just like clockwork. So she, after like a month, she was singing all the songs by heart. And people were coming in and they'd be like, "Ooh, well, who is it? What music is this?" And she would, "Well, this, if you don't know who this is, you better know." Like, and then I got
love
to
your
know.
Southern accent.
I know. Well, I try. It gets more like Southern when I'm in Nashville,
Yeah, it
but sometimes I come home sounding like I'm from there. But and then I met through Miss Dutchie because I had to go live with her to thank her, because I woke up like the next day. Remember, I just woke up one day and like I had 1,000 more
it was
followers.
crazy. Yeah.
And that was from that day that all happened with Miss Dutchie, and then I was like, okay, there's something about this TikTok thing. Okay, because
on the up
these
and up.
creators who have hundreds of thousands of followers, they go live. It's part of their strategy,
Yeah.
and
It's
they're
not even
part of the
strategy.
connecting.
It's to connect to your audience.
Exactly, they go live and they're playing my fucking
Yeah,
music.
It's amazing.
Like, I was before going on Facebook Live a lot, and Facebook is different in that only the people that you're friends with get to
Yeah,
see
that's
you
it.
perform.
I
So
told you that.
like so the stats between Facebook and TikTok are just outstandingly different. Like, so Facebook, there'd be maybe 10 people that would watch. And on TikTok, if you go through the analytics after the live, it shows you how many people saw your live. What didn't matter whether they stayed. It actually tells you how long they stayed for too.
amazing.
You gain all your consistent watchers, and then you gain people from parts of the world that you've never been, that don't know who you are, that like aren't friends with you. So there was 1,000 people that came through my room this morning when I did my music therapy session.
Amazing.
So I'm like, people really bashed TikTok in the beginning. They were like, "What is she doing? Oh, she's like a TikTok star now.
And
What
you
is that,
are.
like a kids app?" And I was every time someone would say something like that, I thought, but it's making me money. Like, I'm making my living. I don't have to play shit bars anymore.
Yeah.
And so that is exactly how my life has changed. And also, you know, the monthly listeners on my Spotify, it's like, I think we made it to 90,000 monthly listeners last month.
Yeah, it's amazing.
And now we got Patreon. We have like 66 new members on Patreon. So that's like a Discord. So people
Yeah.
pay you a subscription per month. They pay you. So you're making money. You're not just like trying to hop on a like train of, you know, kitty TikTok videos and trying like cringy, you know?
Yeah.
Once people understand that, and I think after the Shania Twain show, when I got like that 265,000
People started
followers.
to kind of think
It's
this
like
is real.
people were like, "Holy shit!" Okay, but she actually is a TikTok star, and but TikTok is for music.
Yeah.
Like that's what it's owned by Musically or whatever.
Well, they have their own XM station too, don't they? TikTok Radio.
Yeah, TikTok Radio, which is the next station we're gonna get on.
We're hopping on.
Well,
We're
with Dwayne's
trying.
1 million views.
Yeah, well, that's it. Yeah,
See, the thing is, Dwayne, if you keep on posting those videos, like, and they get that much traction, even just every now and then,
Yeah.
you're opening up my audience, my exposure, and but for both of us.
Yeah.
And how it's a
Amazing.
win-win.
Yeah.
It's karma, you know.
And that, yeah, no, that 100%. And it was cool that I was there along for the journey.
Yes,
Like,
sorry.
you know,
So
on
I could
mine,
go on
but
and on, but yeah, what about your life change?
Mine, I mean, you know, I got to be a part of you to go through this journey that's taken us to where we are today, you know, and it's,
Yeah.
and
Where
it's
you-
because of TikTok that we have this show and that we're
Yeah.
able to do this every we want to go every week, but it's just it's very time consuming. But we're loving going every 2 weeks because again, it gives us the time to edit and get everything out and stuff. But it's been amazing just to be a part of it. You know, I had to get used to the fact of, because every night at like 8 p.m. during the pandemic, you know, she would go upstairs and she would turn on
Bye.
her speaker system, and then she'd be live for like an hour and a half. So it was difficult for me to watch TV sometimes, but
And
that's okay.
little Zadie was in the next room.
Oh yeah, that's right.
And
you were doing it.
we
He
had a
slept
kid.
right through it. Yeah, and he slept right through it. I mean, so
Yeah.
for me, just to be a part of it, it's been amazing, and it's taken us.
You become a dad.
Yeah, and it's taken us to like being backstage with Shania Twain, and again this show,
Traveling
like,
across the valley
Yeah.
for big festivals and
and it's.
the
And-
podcast.
And we're having a blast doing this podcast, so it's really opened up, and it's gotten us closer too, right? So
yeah, for sure.
it's gotten
I
us,
think I think you're right.
a lot. So it's
And
amazing.
which
It's
is
amazing.
good because I feel like a lot of couples
Yeah.
during the pandemic they were like, bye. I don't. They realized they didn't like each other anymore.
Yeah.
But I think during the pandemic, you and I realized how much more we love each other.
Yeah, well, again,
Every
I
day.
think
Even though we
life
were.
just got busy, life just got busy.
Yeah,
and it
that's
took
what
the
happens.
Pandemic, for me, the biggest takeaway I take from it is just to try to be more present and not work as much, because I'm a workaholic, and I know that, and I
Yeah.
spend a lot of time at work and
You
stuff,
are.
but I'm trying to kind of get away from that, and I think I've been doing pretty good, for a guy who usually like work 24/7.
Yeah.
Almost pretty much.
Well, remember you were going to
to
do that podcast about your life
yeah, one
at
day I will.
Late to the Game?
Well, I
you,
did. Well, I did. This is on
Yeah,
the
but-
Beard and the Board Network, and that was actually a lot of fun too.
Yeah, and that's
it
something
was-
you did during the pandemic
Yeah.
as well, because you
Yeah.
had more time on your
It
hands.
did. Yeah. It was cool because I talk about me playing hockey for the first time at like 33 years old or 32 years old. Never really a great skater. And
Yeah,
I was able to kind of find a hockey league and buy some used hockey equipment and just try it because I've always wanted to. And,
Yeah.
and it was cool. And that was just before the pandemic. I think I played for like a month and a half or 2 months. And then
Yeah,
everything
and then
just kind of stopped.
everything
so
stopped.
I haven't been able to do it up again, but it is something I do want to do. I got to stretch more.
Yeah.
The body kind of hurts.
Yeah.
Those were awesome questions. Thanks so much, Dwayne. That was a blast.
Yes,
Let's
oh
go
my
walk down
goodness.
memory lane.
We'll have to have them on again, Dwayne
Yeah,
and Melinda,
for sure.
as long as they want,
Yeah.
and because I know they listen every episode,
Yeah.
and they comment, and they're just a big group, a big part of my group,
Yeah.
and my people in my corner.
Part of the family, man. That's
And
it.
what an amazing story to be able to tell if like we ever go on like E-Talk Daily.
I know.
Yeah, this is my friend Dwayne. He's a
Yeah.
trucker from Alabama.
That's right.
He has his own trucking company, and he loves my music, and that's how it happened. He took my face and put them on all of his trucks, and
400 plus
then
trucks is
started
amazing.
putting it on TikTok. Like, this is how you manifest
Yeah,
shit.
that's it.
It's
Yeah.
it's crazy what can happen if you just open up your mind. The possibilities are endless,
Yeah.
and you wouldn't even be able to comprehend how you're going to manifest your dream. Because sometimes it manifests in ways that
You're
you
into
could
the
have never.
You're hardcore into the whole
I-
manifesting
Okay,
thing right now.
I'm
You're
doing a
listening to the
hypnosis
sky.
now.
Yeah. Tell us about
Hypnosis.
this hypnosis thing.
So, another creator on TikTok.
Yes, of course. Of course. I'm into TikTok.
Well, I mean, my life is turned upside down in a good way since TikTok.
You never not have a live going.
I know. I'm
And
addicted.
Usually, if nobody is live from like the group that they all go live
That-
together with and stuff, she'll look at me. She'll like walk into the living room and she'll be like, "Nobody's live." I'm like, "Well, do you want to come watch TV with me?" She'll be like, "No, I'll find somebody else." Okay.
Then that's when you start scrolling.
That's
you know?
when you just start. How'd you come across this guy? So, anyways, tell me. Sorry, I got sidetracked.
I know. Now I'm
I
sidetracked
know.
too. Who
get
was
way
I
too
talking about?
sidetracked. The hypnosis guy.
Oh, yes. Which I was just listening to him like a few minutes ago. So his name's Anthony Serino, at Anthony Serino on TikTok. He's basically called like the TikTok hypnosis guy. So his big thing is teaching you how to manifest through hypnosis. So like if you want to lose weight, then he'll hypnotize you and to lose weight, basically. He reprograms your mind. So he takes all the you're smirking
like I get it. It's just it's
okay,
you,
no.
you can't knock it till you try it, I guess, right?
And
I'm
after
trying not to,
after everything that we have experienced together, you can't tell me
Well, no,
that you don't believe
Yeah, I believe
that
it.
things can manifest in ways that we don't even know.
I do believe in manifesting. I do believe in manifesting. I think what you're talking about and what manifesting is are two different things. Because
Okay.
manifesting, from what I understand it from you, because I have zero knowledge of it, it's you write down
Your journaling
your
and
journaling
your
every day.
affirmations, yeah,
and, your
and what you
affirmations.
want, yeah.
And what you're talking about, this guy with the hypnosis, that he's rewiring your brain and shit. That's
So yeah, he takes you. So the thing is,
and
yeah,
I'm not knocking the idea. Like it's
the manifesting. If you listen to one of his hypnosises, then you'd be into it.
But go on. Sorry.
Anyway, he always explains that there's a difference between manifesting and hypnosis. Manifesting,
That's what I'm saying.
yes, and so he agrees with
Yeah,
you.
okay.
There is a difference.
Me and Anthony are on the same page.
So the thing is, manifesting and like your affirmations and your vision boards and all that. Yes, that can help get you to where you want to be. But hypnosis speaks directly to your subconscious, your unconscious mind, which is your higher self, which is the one that actually makes shit happen. So hypnosis does it faster. Hypnosis increases the time it would take for me to manifest. Like it like puts it on the highest speed. So you can manifest things way faster. So he manifested he lost 100 pounds in 6 months. And then he went from being broke
100
to,
pounds in 6 months.
it could be between 60 and 100
It's amazing. That's no easy feat.
in 6 months.
That's
Yeah.
amazing.
And he claims did it all through hypnosis. And he was one of those guys like you, he said. Before he was like hypnosis. He's like, I was at a really weird place in my life, and my friend,
I'm not in a weird place about it.
well, no,
I'm
but
fine.
he was at the point where he was like, he was desperate. He's like, what do I do? I can't lose weight. I can't make more money. I don't have anyone to love, which are the three things that we all want, right? Money, relationships, and health. Yeah. So basically his friend said, well, hey, you know what? Why don't you try the hypnosis thing? Like I've heard some people get hypnotized and they lose weight, and some people get hypnotized and they stop smoking. But you know what it is? It works for some people and it doesn't work for others. But that's because you have to believe in it. Like if you want it to work, you have to be open to it. So I feel like right now you would still be you're not there yet. You're kind of skeptical.
Yeah.
But the thing is that I've seen evidence of my manifestations.
Can you tell everybody about the video that you saw? Don't use any names, but just the video, the live that you saw of the hypnosis yesterday, because that was intriguing.
Oh yeah, he hypnotized a woman online on his TikTok, on his live stream, and it was emotional. Like, and that's the thing. This is
Did you get emotional?
I did. It's like therapy, but like fast tracked. So the main goal is to find the moment in your life when you realized you started running a program that gave you a fear of something. So say that for me, one of these things that I can always remember when I think about, God, why am I so effed up? Okay, but we're being real.
This is a therapy session now.
About my weight. Like, why do I care so much about what I look like and all that, like what other people think? So I remember he literally hypnotizes you and takes you back to the date that you started running this program in your mind. So I was in grade 5 and I was at an assembly and in the gym. And I was I was a little chubby girl. I was a chubby little girl with like messy hair. My hair is uncontrollable. So my mom was like, I'm not brushing your hair if you're going to scream. Anyway, so I would go
do the same thing.
I would go to school with my hair messy. But anyways, that's beside the point, I think. But so we were sitting there in the assembly and we all were told to stand up. So I stood up, and the little boy that was sitting beside me, I think I stepped on his fingers by accident. And he goes, oh, what do you weigh, like 100 pounds?
100 pounds?
And I mean, to a a fifth grader,
that's pretty
I was like mortified.
100 pounds.
And then ever since then, I thought, oh God, this is why I don't like myself. I need to stop eating. Like I need to lose weight. But then I take everything to an extreme. Like when I get good at something, I get really good at it. And
singing.
and like singing, like, but that ended up, I almost got in the hospital because I lost so much weight. And so, but that's a program that I learned to run, that people, and unfortunately, like when I started losing weight, I was that young, and a lot of people would say, oh, Bree, you look great. Like they would comment on it.
Yeah.
So, and I think I grew up in a good atmosphere. My mom is an amazing woman.
Shout out, Cheryl.
But my dad was gone a lot. Yeah. And even my sister kind of had the same experience. So my sister's like my half sister. Anyway, he was a workaholic. And so I was always trying to get his attention and get his love. I think one time he said, wow, I can't believe all the weight you've lost. And I was like, oh, this is how he's going to love me.
Oh, yeah.
He's going to love me more if I, like this, like he notices me more, the more weight I lose. So then I lost like 80 pounds and I was like 85 pounds, So anyways, this whole hypnosis, it's like, it's a therapy, and so
is that what you're doing now? Trying to find.
Yeah.
That's what you're going through now?
Yeah. Yeah.
And you just did the first one today?
I did the first session today. Yeah.
How many sessions?
It's 9 days.
So you do it once a day for 9 days?
Yeah.
How long per
But
day?
you can have it. It's a lifetime. So you can redo it again.
Well, you're supposed to, right?
So what happens
is... Because you're not
is,
going to get hypnotized after the 9 times and that's it. You can't do it again. You kind of
Unless you're... then you can move up. You can move up to your next thing that you want to manifest. Once you've manifested this...
But if you... So say I'm manifesting, I want to lose 50 pounds.
Yeah.
I do this thing over 9 days. Mm-hmm. I listen to it every day. I kind of have to keep listening to it to keep manifesting it and keep hypnotizing myself to think that way, right?
Yeah, it's just like working out.
Yeah.
But the more you see results, the more you're going to keep working out.
100%. Yeah.
100%. That's you're training your mind. You're like, oh wow, this is working, so I'm going to keep doing it. Yeah. And yeah, so you get the hypnosis files. So he sends you like the voice note, the voice hypnosis and stuff like.
How long is it?
The hypnosis is usually like 10 minutes. So you just listen to it, make sure you're comfortable, and it's almost like meditation, like, you know.
Yeah.
And but you dig deeper into the real root of the problems, and you learn more about yourself and why you remember things when you're hypnotized and why you don't when you're not. It's kind of crazy.
Yeah, I think once you told me like he was doing it to somebody and like it took him back to that specific spot. He's just like, you're in a safe place.
Yes, that was the lady that he did last night. He hypnotized, and so she said, I'm 6. He said, where are you? Where are you right now? Like, go back. He took her back to the moment she first developed to feel the feeling of unworthiness. And he's like, where are you? She said, I'm 16, and it's the day that I was raped. And like she's bawling, like this is insane to watch. So of course I'm emotional. I think, and there was like 1,000 people on the live, and he says, I just want you to know you're safe. You're safe. You're safe. Where are you? Yeah. And then he just keeps going on and then asking her the right questions, like to prompt her memory. What is the reason why you felt this or that, or like it's very specific. Like what he says is very good. So anyways, this whole course that he does, he basically teaches you how to hypnotize yourself. That's cool. So that I could sit here and hypnotize all you guys if I want to one day.
Oh, shit.
The opportunities are endless.
When you're being hypnotized, I feel like I would be like, he's trying to hypnotize me. And it's just,
exactly. And that's
to open up your mind, I guess.
That's what he says. Yeah. He's like, if you're just scrolling by TikTok and you're here and you're one of those people that's like, oh, this random dude's going to try and hypnotize me. Okay. Okay.
This random guy.
It's exactly what he says. He's like, yes, then yes, of course. No, it's not going to work for you.
Well, that's what I'm saying. That's why I'm skeptical with it. Because I'm like, Well, I don't know. I just
It's the same thing about psychics and stuff, okay?
Yeah.
I believe in that stuff
Yeah.
because I know that there are gifts beyond without reasons,
100%.
okay? Because
Yeah.
I have one. I don't know why. I can sing the way I do, but people are like, I was like perfect pitch when I was a kid. We
Brag
don't know
about
why.
it.
I didn't have
Okay.
to practice much. I could just sing. Anyway, people have abilities and there's no rhyme or reason. And energy is a big thing. Like we are energy.
Who's
And
energy?
we are all energy.
For people.
We're energy in a physical body.
Okay.
Okay? So, I
we're
mean,
people.
anyways,
Yeah. Anyway, we'll
the
argue about that
psychic
later.
thing. I have a psychic that I love. She lives in, I haven't been to her in a while, but
we should go. I would love to go to a psychic.
okay. Well, she lives in Manotick.
Yeah, whatever.
We can just drive there, and
Yeah.
or we can book a session.
I would try. I'd be up to try one just to
So-
because I will keep an open mind. A psychic's a little different because I can ask her some questions.
Yeah.
know.
Oh, for sure. It's like a whole different thing because it's a
I would try
one-on-one.
that. I'd try that.
Yeah, and the thing is, she's so. I had like 3 sessions with her. Everything she said was bang on.
Yeah.
And she even said one time, she was like, this was before my music
You
hit the
recorded
radio.
it too, didn't you? The whole
I
session?
did, yeah. But I don't have that phone anymore. This was before I really started making money on my recordings. She's like, I see a lot of money for you coming in from your music from North America. And I was like, what? Like, that was I don't even think I could comprehend that in my mind at that point. But I was like, okay, like
Yeah,
that's
well,
great because that's
amazing.
what I want.
Yeah.
And then she's like, and I don't know what it is, Bree, but they all keep saying something, and it's not your name. It's like half your name and then something else. But every time they say it, it means you. It means your music and people that support you. And I was like, what? Okay, well, whatever. Okay. Like, I don't know what she's talking about, this girl. And then it was like 5 months later, my song Honey
And what
got
was
on the
born?
radio. And yeah, like that radio station, the program director, which is a huge influence in my career, she came up with the hashtag because hashtags were really big,
That's when
know,
they were
and
starting to
still
get
big,
Well,
but
they're bigger now.
Yeah.
That's when they were starting to get big.
they were popular and trending. Hashtag Believe.
Yeah.
So, you know how Justin Bieber has like the Beliebers?
Believers, yeah.
So she had came up with this saying, let's say it's Believers. And then I
And we still
didn't put
use
it
that
together.
logo to this day,
Yeah,
man.
I didn't put it together. And then one night I was with my friend Talisha, who has been to that same psychic with me, and I was like, I think I realized what she said, like what she meant. She was talking about hashtag Believe. And it just blew my mind.
Yeah.
And then also like 2 years after that, that's when I got my first big check from royalties, and it was like $30K. And I had no idea that I had that much, that I was even going to make any.
That was backed up.
It was
over
like from
many, many
retro.
years.
Yeah, it was
for many,
retro
many
pay.
years.
But anyways, like you have me, a little singer, songwriter, musician who like, $5 is a big deal.
Not too bad, right?
Buy me a coffee and a pair of guitar strings, okay?
That's right.
Not even.
But we should go check out that psychic.
Yeah.
I'd go.
Okay, well, let's do it.
I think in 2 weeks in our next show, like our next podcast release, let's talk about, because it'll be over 9 days at that point. So we'll talk a little bit
Yeah.
more about the hypnosis thing and kind of see where you're at.
Sounds
Get a
good.
progress update
All
for
right.
everybody. When we started the show, we had every intention of talking about a writer that Bree wrote with, who actually got to write the song.
Should get closer
Austin
to the
for-
mic, I think.
For Blake Shelton.
There you go.
That's better. Sorry.
Oh,
My
gosh,
voice
I'm going to have
just
to
sounds
edit
so
that
terrible.
now.
My voice is just so low.
Well, I just think you were speaking that far away the whole time.
Probably. Good luck.
Good.
But I think we'll do that for the next one. I think it was
Okay, yeah, for sure. This one
I had a
went
lot
on,
of fun
and I
talking
had
to Dwayne, and his questions were pretty cool too.
Yes,
so
we
that
love-
was awesome. That was
love,
awesome.
love that. So Dwayne is a Patreon member, 3rd tier member, so he does pay our lighting bill and our water bill.
Yeah, Yeah.
But check out, for those of you who don't know, what Patreon is, make sure you check it out, BrieLawrenson.com. We got an amazing community that we developed in less than a year, and I'm so grateful.
I'm excited for 2024. We're going to crush it, keep crushing it.
Yeah, and the Patreon members get the video of the distillery.
Right.
So
Hit us with your new single one more time.
It's Freeloader. It's
Freeloader.
called
Where can we
Freeloader.
find it?
You can get it at BrieLawrenson.com, Spotify,
right. Check it
Apple
out.
Music, everywhere you stream music. Yes.
Awesome.
Please do.
Guys.
Please share with your friends.
Yes, share.
Add to your playlist.
And same thing with this podcast, guys. We appreciate you guys taking a listen.
Yes.
And please comment,
Please give
share.
us a good rating.
That's right. Tell your mother, your father, your brother, your sister.
And if
give
you
us
become a
5-star rating.
Patreon member, you will always have the chance to win big. Win big,
Yeah,
get
yeah.
exclusive.
We'll be doing a
We
giveaway
gave
soon.
away $1,000 last month
Yeah.
to one of our Patreon members. So
right.
you know what? You're always gonna get a Christmas card and
That's right.
get into entries
on
into the big
cashing on.
giveaways. Yes.
All right, guys. Thank you so much. Have a great night. We will see you in 2 weeks.
All right.
Or
Ciao.
great day, I guess. Well, we're recording this. Anyways.
Ciao for now.